That was a joke.
Clap sync doesn't work. All right, we're live.
So is this like a practice run or?
What's a real run between a practice run? You know, we're just talking about stuff.
All right, should there be like intro?
Welcome to episode 0 of the Inpending Podcast.
Unreleased version, because no one's gonna fucking hear this.
What do you mean? Why would they not hear this?
Episode 0, which means it's the test episode.
Yeah,
you know,
we're not releasing the test. It's like deleted scenes.
No, the test episode gets released. Test episodes are usually proof of concepts.
Fuck.
You mean the pilot?
No.
This is the pilot.
It's not the pilot.
It's not the pilot, you fucking
The
idiot.
test episode.
What? That's what pilots are.
You know what a pilot is. It's not the pilot.
Oh, do you know why they call it a pilot episode?
Because it's the first?
No, it's because they see if the show goes on air. So it's called a pilot.
Actually, that makes sense. I think I've heard of that somewhere.
Yeah, right?
All right.
See, we're also educational, guys.
Before we get too far into like the topics that we're going to talk about, I want to talk about a tragedy that happened. I missed the Kill la Kill anniversary.
How could you miss that? By the way, our host here, his name... We didn't even do an introduction. Alright, I'm David.
I'm your host, Caleb.
Daniel.
Right.
Why am I waving?
So, what we were getting at was that Caleb, his favorite anime show of all time.
No.
Anime show.
Favorite
Excuse you.
thing in all of existence.
Right. My bad. is Kill la Kill.
Yes.
Right.
And the Kill la Kill anniversary was on October 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up, I have it on my calendar and everything. I'm like, oh, sweet. Kill la Kill anniversary.
What
Didn't do anything for it, huh?
What comes out? Did something come out during
No,
that?
nothing. It's
No,
just
it was
just another year.
Arbitrary day.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, how old is she now? You said you calculated how old...
No, it's not Ryuko's birthday. That's on the 23rd, I think. Actually, hold up. When's
you
her
should
birthday?
know this. Like,
See, this only reinforces that Kill la Kill is Caleb's favorite show. Right? He's
Yeah,
calculated
23rd.
the main character's birthday.
How old is she?
She is going to be 20
20?
20 or 21. One of those two.
Oh, dude. She's ripe. She's ripe for the take.
I think 20.
Wait, so how old was she when the show came out?
17.
FBI.
Right, they made her just illegal
Hey,
enough.
no. Well, the show came out when I was also 17.
Dude, now you're revealing your age.
That's fine.
This is
Whatever.
the internet. You're done for, dude.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So Kill la Kill anniversary was on Tuesday the 3rd. I usually do something.
What were you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm not creative anymore. It's been so long. It's been 4 or 5 years. 2013.
Yes, that's 4 years ago. I believe I just finished fresh year of college. And then Kill la Kill came out. And apparently your life has changed since that fateful year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do last year for the anniversary?
I don't remember, dude. I was
You just keep it in your
I remember
mind
one
when-
day, that was the year I asked
you to make
me
a
for a
picture.
commission.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And then I drafted it up, but I wasn't satisfied enough. I showed you how it looked, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wasn't satisfied enough to ever finish it. But I remember that year you bought a cake.
No. Okay. So I asked you to commission a photo for the anniversary. I was going to upload it on the anniversary. I don't remember if you finished or not. I think you did. And I think that's what I did for the anniversary. For Ryuko's birthday, I bought a cake. I always buy a cake. I buy a cake every year.
What kind of cake? Like big cake?
No.
Yeah, do you make up her favorite cake, or is that documented somewhere?
No, I just get a cake that
Like,
realistically I can finish on my own.
Dude, you should totally find a fan club and then have the cake with them.
The fuck that? No, she's
I don't think
mine.
I was gonna say that. Oh, right. I forgot. This is like between you and her kind of thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, yeah.
Anyways, so in a couple weeks, hopefully I don't forget her birthday, which I probably won't.
Yeah.
Oh,
The birthday is a lot more important than the show's anniversary.
Right. I usually most of the time I think I just go on this Kill la Kill subreddit and be like happy anniversary and post it, and that's it. And see what else other people.
Isn't that subreddit dead?
It's pretty dead.
Most shows, when it's running the Avatar or something when the show's coming out, it's alive as hell.
Yeah, because there's the weekly discussions about
Well,
it. And
content.
And,
After that, it's fucking dead.
Alright, you guys continue talking. I'm gonna go grab a charger for the laptop and some water. But yeah, go ahead.
Right. Now what?
All right. Well, you are. I don't know. I would consider you our first special guest, because I picture David and I being the two main hosts.
What? I thought I was gonna be here for
Everyone. Do you want to be here for everyone?
I mean, most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should go find a guest.
Yeah, definitely don't leave yourself out.
Is Tony or Ben across the... should we say their names? Are they across the street?
Oh god, you're giving away our location now.
Tell them to get over here. We need a guest.
Well, this is the test episode.
We'll edit their names out.
We're not at the amount of
Oh no, we might get too popular.
Yeah, exactly.
People know who we are.
Oh yeah, there's a certain level of popularity, you know? You have to get pretty high in order for people to start stalking you and stuff.
To give a shit at all.
Yeah.
To want to appear on this. No, all the guests are probably just gonna be people we know.
Oh, hey, what was that one guy you said that was a streamer, and then some guy saw his backyard and figured out his location based off of Google Maps?
I don't know. This probably sounds like some 4chan shit. They do weird shit like that.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to mention me missing the Kill la Kill anniversary, but we can get into our topics. I know you brought some.
I thought you were in charge of topics.
I have a couple, but go ahead, David.
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like if I go into my topics, we're not going to be able to recover far enough back into the topics that you had in mind.
All right.
So we should start off with whatever you got, and then we'll go into mine.
Okay.
Alright.
Should my feed be on this, or it's gonna collapse?
Oh no, it's gonna be too stinky for the podcast.
Okay, go on.
All right. So, two great shows have ended recently. It was season 3 of Rick and Morty came to an end, and season 2 of My Hero Academia came to an end.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that show.
I mean, you mostly read the manga, right?
Dude, they don't even have a manga.
What do you mean?
My Hero Academia?
Yeah, don't they? It's the number 1 shonen, other than One Piece.
I don't watch.
It's the number 2 shonen.
I don't watch both, so I don't know how I'm gonna input on this conversation.
Yeah, I mean...
You don't watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I told you to watch Rick and Morty so many times.
It's...
See, look, if I search on My Hero Academia manga, freaking Bakuno no Hero Academia.
That's the same thing, dude.
My Hero... Oh.
It's just in
Dumbass.
Japanese.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm keeping that in.
We don't know who edits this yet. Alright, there's gonna be 2 versions released. One where Caleb makes mistakes, and one where I make mistakes.
I'm not gonna make any mistakes.
Dude, you'll crack one day. Oh, by the way, if you guys have questions, we will have an email set up that will be in the link down below, and you guys can send straight to that email. You know what? Send us viruses. Send us ways to hack us through that email. I want to see. Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just
Don't worry,
trying to-
I'll handle it. But I really want to see, cause like there are some crazy hack stories out there, right?
Uh-huh.
But I've never actually been hacked myself.
You don't want to be hacked.
Wait. What? There's some crazy hack stories. Were you like jealous? Like, damn, I wish that happened to me. Like, why do you want to be hacked? I would think if you read those crazy hack stories, you'd be like, oh, thank God that didn't happen to me. Oh, thank goodness, I've been safe this whole time. I'm living in my protected bubble of security because I don't go on risky sites.
No, this isn't like risky sites, right? Like sometimes you could just open a file and then it'll have an injector in there.
But why do you want that to happen?
No, it's just so it's cool.
That's okay.
Like honestly, like I'm a computers kind of guy.
How bored are you really with your average day?
Dude, you're not out there like I don't know, doing sky jumps all day, right? There are times when you're bored at home and it's just like, oh, I wish something happened to me, you know?
Like what? Like your computer is like shit suddenly, and you like at worst lose your identity, like credit card and shit. And it's on your computer.
Yeah, right.
Passwords, all that.
Uh,
I mean, whatever gets you off.
yeah, man. That completely gets me off.
Alright.
Alright, sorry, that was a little divergent.
What was the topic again?
Yeah,
Rick and-
what?
I was saying
Was there
how
even a topic?
Rick and Morty and My Hero Academia had ended.
Okay.
I'm more affected by the Rick and Morty
Okay.
because that show is it's like, dude, it was the Simpsons of our time. You know, it's not gonna go on to
Isn't Simpsons
maybe
still coming out?
14. Yes.
Yeah, but technically, like, people think it already died a long time ago. It's like a walking corpse at this point.
Yeah, it's they've reached a part where it's gotten to see yourself become a villain.
Mm-hmm.
You want to guess what season they're on?
12?
12?
Yeah.
All right.
12. Or 11.
Season 29.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Dude,
Shit.
Simpsons is old. You know it's old. How old is it? Yeah, 1987. No, let me look it up. Since its debut on December 17, 1989, The Simpsons has broadcasted 619 episodes. Like, dude, I know they're in the beginning they're geniuses. I still think it's great, right? But it's hard to keep up for 29 seasons and
Yeah.
still come up with quality content all the time.
I mean, I never watched The Simpsons. I just watched Rick and Morty. Which, season 3, phenomenal season. I was very pleasantly surprised. But it went by so quickly.
How many episodes?
10, I believe.
It's not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they say season 4 is gonna come out in like a year or two?
No. You know how, like, at the end of season 2, it was like, Mr. Poopy Butthole was like, oh, wait for season 3 in a year and a half or something. And it was like a year and 3/4, and then this new season came out. So it was pretty close. But then this time, they were like, oh, season 4 in a really long time. They didn't even give a date. No one can even, like, calculate or whatever. Or anticipate.
It was just they just made a joke on how Mr. Poopy Butthead
Butthole.
is Mr. Poopy Butthole?
Yeah.
I thought his name was Mr. Poopy Butthead.
It's Mr. Poopy
What
Butthole.
the fuck is that?
Hey, see, this is why we need somebody here who has, dude. You get to experience
Who
firsthand.
calls himself Mr. Poopy Butthole?
Hey, you want to try to describe to him what he is?
Mr. Poopy Butthole?
Mr. Poopy Butthole?
No. He looks like... God, what does he look like? He looks like a... dude, like a white hot dog.
A white hot dog?
A white hot dog with legs and, like, facial features. Honestly, I don't know. He's very, he's like a cylindrical shape. He's a top hat.
Here. I'll show you a picture
Oh no,
so you could describe
he looks
him better.
like, okay, he looks like a breadstick.
Can I just see it?
He looks like a breadstick.
No, you have to visualize from your imagination.
He looks like a breadstick with, like, arms and legs and facial features. So, like, 2 eyes, a nose, and mouth, and then a top hat. He wears a blue shirt, like a light blue shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to say that, you know, his head is a breadstick, but he has a body, right? And he's like 3 feet tall, right?
I don't
He's like
care.
super short, and then he has a top hat with a cane.
What the fuck?
He only has a cane because he's crippled. Like, he didn't have a cane before.
All right. Let's not have any spoilers in here.
Dude, that was like... that episode was like...
All leading up to that point.
2 years ago. So, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but you got people like Daniel here who's never seen it.
And I'm probably never gonna watch it. So.
No, oh no, you
What?
should definitely watch it.
You have to watch it.
Why?
Dude, as someone who is alive, you should watch Rick and Morty.
I've seen 1 episode, and I've also seen 0 episodes of My Hero Academia.
I thought you caught up with that. Oh
No.
no, someone else. Okay, never mind.
Look, this is an actual picture of a poopy butthole.
Why? No, don't show me that. Oh my god.
Dude, I had to scroll down pretty far for Mr. Poopy Butthole to show a picture of an actual poopy butthole.
Why are you surprised by that?
Dude.
Alright, next topic. What the fuck's going on here?
Oh my goodness. All right, fine.
No,
I guess.
no, we just spent Rick and Morty time talking about Mr. Poopy Butthole.
What else do you
wanna
want to talk about?
I don't know, I wanted to talk about, like, its favorite episode, like, favorite season. Alright, fine.
Okay. I guess, like, we should be focusing on season 3, but if you're asking about favorite scene, favorite scene from all of Rick and Morty was definitely the butter robot. That was great. Oh my goodness.
What his grandpa did was he created artificial intelligence that was sentient and knew about itself. And then the only purpose he designated to that robot was to pass butter. Like, it could have been done so simply, but he, like, gave it consciousness just for the heck of it. And all its function was to pass butter.
So what'd you think of season 3?
I definitely thought the first episode was the best.
That was a good one.
I mean, dude, that was just like a great recovery from Rick being stuck in the jail, right? But it honestly, by the end of it, I was so annoyed because Jerry's back.
Oh yeah, that's true. Spoilers. Spoilers for.
I mean, Jerry's never gone, right?
Yeah.
But like, we'll wait a couple days for you guys to watch the episode before we upload this. But like, dude, Jerry was gone. That was like, he was gone from the show. We could focus on the good stuff, and like, it didn't flop after Jerry's gone, right? They still held on strong, and I was hoping they would go on like that, but they pretty much hit the reset button and
Yeah.
set everything back.
Yeah.
All right.
It was the thing about like the end of season 3 was like the end of seasons like well, I actually watched Rick and Morty when season 2 was already out, so I never had to wait between seasons 1 and 2. But I remember like the end of season 2 made you like anticipate like, oh shit, what's gonna happen in season 3 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like the end of season 3 is like, damn it. Rick and Morty's over.
Yeah.
We just gotta wait. There's no real like how it ended doesn't like make you like anticipate season 4, outside the fact that it's freaking Rick and Morty and it's a great show and I just want more of it. You know.
Right. I kind of like it when they do that because like it's not ripping out my soul.
Cliffhanger? Or?
Yeah. There's no cliffhanger at all.
Oh, by the way, you know the Rick and the evil Morty?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what his theme song's called?
What?
The Damage Coda.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to throw that out there in case I know some people are wondering about that. And I haven't to specifically look it up. And then that's what I remember.
So, you gotta understand that, like, people listening to the podcast are probably smarter than the people on the podcast. Unless it's, like, a specialized podcast, which we are not. I'm just saying. Like,
right, we're
we
not
don't need
scientists
to inform
here.
them about the damaged coda. They probably are like, no, you freaking idiot. It's not called the damaged coda. It's the damaged, like, crucible or something. I don't know.
The damaged coda.
Yeah, you probably, like, messed it up in some way. Anyway.
People do you think will be listening to our podcast?
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. So My Hero Academia also ended, which was, like, the only thing I really was following these past couple anime seasons, because it's great. I love it. It's about, like, dreamers and working hard, and being, like, a college student. I feel like having a dream is pretty important, as cheesy as that sounds, you know?
You know, that's in a lot of animes, really.
Yeah, yeah, it is, but, like, not all animes are good. So
it's a good anime with that theme.
Like Naruto is about dreamers.
I was about to say it. I had it ready. I had it at the tip of my tongue. I was gonna wait until you finish. I was gonna say like Naruto, you know. Yeah.
I mean, it's not all bad that show ended. I didn't really like the ending. It was kind of weird. Like, I thought the tournament arc was definitely the best arc of the whole second season. The internship was like pretty good, and then the last arc was like whatever. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And then the ending was a little soggy for me.
Oh, you mean the show ended? Like all of it?
No.
Just the season?
The season, yeah.
Oh, you were talking like the show ended.
No. Well, I mean, like, I gotta wait a while before the next season comes out, so, like, it basically ended for me for a while. But, you know, this new anime season that just came out I'm pretty excited for. There's a lot of things.
Oh, is it out yet? Like,
Yeah, some of them are out. Like, I watched the first episode of season 3 of Food Wars, which is something I've
what
been...
season anime is this now? Like
This is
fall?
fall 2017. So fall 2017 anime started coming out. Food Wars season 3. That's one of them I'm super excited about. I've been reading the manga for that. I freaking love it. Rindo is the greatest ever. I'm like, it's gonna take a while before it starts picking up, because I know this is gonna be the Moon Festival arc.
Yeah.
Which wasn't my favorite. I don't like Kaga, that one elite 10 guy with the yellow hair.
Oh, you mean
Like
the guy
the-
that makes Chinese food?
Yeah. the Mapua tofu guy.
Yeah. It's weird how he made that guy the Chinese food guy.
Okay.
No, I mean like, he's not Chinese.
Okay. How do you know?
Dude, he looks nothing like it.
Alright, whatever.
Alright.
Kekai Sensen Season 2. Didn't think that would get a second season, but sure, cool. Black Clover. Have you read that?
That Black Clover should go on forever. It is my favorite manga right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
What would be my... Yeah, Black Clover, dude. That's like the Naruto for me.
Black Clover, that I'm excited about that. The Magi's Bride.
The one I told you to read?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Did you watch it?
Well, it's coming out. That's what I'm saying. I'm listing all the stuff that I'm excited for that's coming out.
All right, good.
Okay, not something I'm excited for coming out, but Umaru got a second season.
Umaru?
You mean the orange little shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus, that got a second season? Like, what the heck? Alright, whatever.
What do you mean? It's great.
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but
Me
I heard
neither.
most people just fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's a slightly below average slice of life.
Hey, DJ, just go crazy on that wooden train whistle.
I really hope someone watching listening to the podcast got that reference.
So, yeah, I guess it's not all bad, but...
Why are you just going through fucking Google images of her?
Hey! Look away! This is
Why
research for the
Why
podcast!
you look her up? It's just like a million pictures of her. What the fuck? Do you see this?
Hey! Back off! Both of you! Just keep talking. Let me do my research.
Right. What about you? Haven't said anything. You haven't said much, Daniel. You have anything to talk about? Anything you want to bring up?
I haven't watched anime so long. I haven't been keeping up with anything. I
Yeah.
can't put anything in.
You want to talk about the death of our hero? Piazza?
No.
I mean, at least tell them about it. Maybe there's some, we're
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
This is satisfying the anime group that we have, right?
Sure.
Piana died I forgot how long ago, a month ago? Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about? Sorry.
Talk about Rich Piana.
Mass monster.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead. Tell us about Rich Piana.
I heard he did cocaine and hit his head and died.
Oh, that sucks.
But dude, look at this man.
That's not a man.
He's not even human anymore.
That's what is it called? Freak Beast?
He ascended.
Freak Beast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy looks like he's about to implode upon himself.
Dude, he was on a lot of TV shows.
Like what?
He was in Malcolm in the Middle, and I'm pretty sure he played King Kong or Hulk or something, some fucking weird ass thing. Just up in movies or something.
Rich he's in movies?
He was in some. Or movies or TV shows.
Was he a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
I don't know.
Was he just one of the turtles?
All I know specifically is I remember seeing him on Malcolm in the Middle back in the day.
Malcolm in the Middle? Isn't that little kid show?
Do you even know what Malcolm in the Middle is?
Yeah, it's
It's a comedy show. It's pretty funny. Yeah, he's one of those.
Oh. I mean, how do you remember him? He's not even a mass monster.
He's pretty fucking big then.
Yeah, he's like a bodybuilder.
He's
Yeah, right? He's still retaining his mortal body in this picture. But the Rich Piano now, he is a different entity, dude.
That's a fucking turtle.
No, I mean, like, alright, you guys look at some pictures of Rich Piana, and, like, just, you'll see what we're talking about. That's not a man anymore, right? He has veins bigger than my finger. Like, his heart is working triple time to just keep his body functional.
Yeah. Alright, next topic.
You mentioned earlier when you were talking to us, you were mentioning something about Battlefront or something?
Yeah, it's coming out, and I kind of want to play it. And there's hackers apparently already. It's in beta for like 2 days or some shit. So I'm probably not going to buy it.
Alright, pretty good. Yeah. What else you got? Was that all?
Cuphead.
It's not my thing.
You played it?
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
No.
Ooh, why would you? How do you not like Cuphead?
I don't really like I can appreciate the art and shit, but I'm not into like old Disney art thing. You know, style?
Like the 30s, 40s style. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely gets me a hard on.
I mean, that was kind of the entire.
That's a selling point. I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
I can appreciate it, like how it flows so smoothly, even though it's like looks old as shit.
So I beat Cuphead like the second day it came out. It's a pretty short game. If you're good, you can probably finish it in like 7 hours or something. If you're like average, like 10 hours. I took like 10 hours, 9 hours.
So you average.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's basically what I'm like, judging it on. I think I did pretty decently. So I'm gonna say I'm average, because I've been watching like people play Cuphead and like everyone sucks at it, and I'm like, what are you doing? Literally.
That one fucker who can get past the tutorial.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know anything about that, or?
No, you just told me about it.
Yeah, like I'm sure like most people know this, that one like asshole game reviewer, game critic who couldn't get past the tutorial, like literally like in a tutorial, you know, it was the Cuphead tutorial. It was like you enter this like whiteboard or like this piece of paper, and like on the walls it tells you like the controls, and it was like a jump that says jump and then press dash to like jump on a higher platform, you know? And he couldn't get on. He just kept dashing into the wall for like 26 minutes or something. You could probably find the video. And then he had the audacity to say, like, after everyone was like, are you a freaking idiot? How are you writing for games? He had the audacity to go on Twitter and be like, you guys play your own, like, I dare you to record your own honest first 26 minutes of the game, you know?
Do people do it?
It doesn't matter whether or not people did it. People probably did it, but like I didn't even know, like when I was playing the tutorial, like I didn't even know I passed the jump he got stuck on, because it was literally the first jump, like the first jump. I was just like doing it. I'm like, I wonder when I'm gonna get to the part that he fucked up on. And I'm like, wait, that was it, wasn't it?
I remember playing tutorial, like, I dashed into a wall, I'm like, huh, that's not gonna work. Oh look, behind me, there's a platform, I'll just hop on and jump and dash.
Yeah. When we were playing together, yeah. Exactly. It was, it was so intuitive that like, I don't know. Anyways, I played with Daniel because, like, I really wanted to test out the multiplayer functions of it, because I beat the whole thing on single player. I thought it was a pretty good game. I think it had, like, the perfect level of challenging. Like, I don't think it was, like, that cheap. There was, like, if you knew the pattern, well, I guess that's an argument in itself, where it's like you have to like keep rinse and repeating, like playing the same bosses over and over again to learn the patterns and stuff like that. Because you're not gonna like beat any boss except maybe the first one on your first try. There's like no way. They're gonna catch you off guard in some way. But yeah, like I wanted to see how like the multiplayer worked, because I felt like playing single player, it was like, oh, you are dead, retry, right? I was thinking maybe like this game was built for like multiplayer where you could like revive each other and like it plays more. Yeah, but like the thing is,
right?
Playing with Daniel, I realized that the multiplayer is actually less fleshed out than I would like it to have been.
Oh, is it because you could just revive each other?
Yeah. You basically just constantly revive each other like infinitely, and you're basically like, you know, playing on one life the whole time and just like pairing like each other's corpses like constantly. And it's like it becomes more of a war of attrition than like a test of dexterity and skill, and
right.
Maybe like limited revives or something, or I don't know, like more like because like realistically the only difference between the bosses in single player and multiplayer was they took longer to kill. They had more HP. That's about it. So you got to see more like attack cycles. Yeah, but I think Cuphead was an excellent single player game. Aside from the aesthetics, the controls were very tight. Their upgrade system, like there was really no like power, like avatar power level. Like you had a very limited number of like upgrades you could buy, and it wasn't really upgrades, but more of like gun variants to like test
the
around.
shotgun?
Yeah, like spread shot, like
homing.
Boomerang, homing. Homing sucks. Don't use homing. People
Why?
use homing. You're bad at the game. Learn not to do that.
You know, Critical was using homing.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and I'm like, yo, that's not okay.
Wait, what do you mean? I thought like that was all the attacks where you just shoot whatever and it automatically hits the boss.
Yeah, it sucks. It's the worst gun because it does the least damage.
Oh, because so it takes too long and you won't get a high.
It takes way too long.
I know.
You're never gonna get the time bonus with Chaser. You're probably gonna die because you're gonna have to like dodge more like attack cycles from the bosses. And anyways, homing's not good. Don't use Chaser. Be better. And don't use extra HP either. Same reason.
Because you're just drawing out the fight.
No. Extra HP means exactly. Extra HP lowers your damage.
Yeah.
You're drawing out the fight. Anyways, Cuphead's good. Go play it or don't.
Definitely do. I think it's like. Sorry. I think it's like as good as if you guys remember FTL when that came out, Faster Than Light. Yeah.
Those two like very different games.
They are very different games.
They're just indie games.
Yeah, but one is a 2D like boss rush gun like. It's like Metal Slug, but only bosses.
I feel like Cuphead is more of a movie than a game.
Yeah, okay, so one person, like, described it as playing a movie. Playing a movie.
Yeah.
Like, playing as a movie.
Right. They did a very good job, like, transitions and how everything clipped together, where your action seems like it's a film. Right? And then you're just watching an old cartoon film and you're somehow able to control it. Right? That's like the main thing they were going for, and that's why the aesthetics for this game was so big. So, really watching it, I was pretty satisfied just from watching all the boss fights.
Well, playing it, I actually didn't think it was more like playing a movie. It was just like a damn good looking aesthetic to backdrop this like tough as nails like boss fight game where like I don't mind retrying like infinity times because it looks so good and sounds so good,
Right.
But the game itself was fun enough where like I wanted to beat the bosses, and I'm like really happy that I actually beat it like in a timely fashion, because Cuphead was one of those games where it was like I finished the first world and I'm like, I'm not gonna beat this game. There's no way. And then I beat the game and I was like, oh my goodness. Like I was fighting King Dice. And I'm like, this boss is... I was convinced at one point this boss was impossible.
Which part? Was it the one where he marched the cards down the table?
Yes.
Yeah, that one looked really hard.
Well, it was not really like that move particularly. It was the fact that getting to that phase took so long. That you couldn't like really like know the like how to deal with it. And actually, once I got down to like fighting Mr. King Dice like a couple times, I actually got enough practice. Like I got to him at one point with 5 lives, which is pretty good. You know, you get the lives along the way when you're doing the rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And I got to him with 5 lives, and I lost that round, but it gave me the most practice of like dodging the card attack.
Yeah.
That the next time I played against him, I only had like 3 or 4, but I knew how to dodge it, so I didn't take damage, so I was able to beat him.
Right. That fight was difficult because it took so long to get to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But what I thought was the hardest was actually the frogs.
Really?
When they send out
when
the
they
slot
turned into
machine?
the slot machine. Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought that part was the hardest, like skill wise.
Nah, I don't. I think it wasn't. It wasn't too bad. Like I think if I remember, there was only like 3 variants. It was like frog, devil,
Tiger.
Yeah. And tiger one, like at first, like frog seemed pretty easy. But then you like start doing it and like it's actually kind of hard, but not really. Like after you like realize it was kind of hard, then you start focusing and then it becomes easy. Tiger, the orange one with the balls jumping out, that one seemed super hard, and so you panic in the beginning and then you take a lot of damage. But if once you get it again, you're like, oh, actually there's a rhythm to it.
I could never do the half jump. I'm like full jump or nothing. If you just tap it, you're just like, and then sometimes you don't jump high enough and you just die.
And then the demon or devil one, that one you just gotta focus. Like if you can see what they're gonna do right in the beginning, you can. It gives you enough time to realize, okay, I know how to like counter this. And so I thought that was pretty easy. So actually, the frog fight wasn't too bad for me. But it was also way in the beginning of the game, so it's like.
Yeah, that made it extra hard.
It was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just starting and it's already like this, like, what am I gonna do? You're not experienced with all the other bosses yet. You haven't like honed your skills at that point.
You know, I wonder how people come up with these designs.
Yeah. All the bosses were very like that was one of the most refreshing parts about the game was like the overworld was like like this old-timey map, and like you would go to different locations and the locations were very ambiguous, and when you actually like entered the location, it just gave you like some very ambiguous name also. And so you're like, I wonder what the boss is gonna be like, and you're really excited. And also like each boss has multiple phases, so they're gonna change throughout the thing. So like half the fun was, you know,
discovering the new
discovering like what's gonna happen and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
I remember being on Discord with you when you were playing it, and all I heard are curse words and screams.
Yeah.
I was like, no, why would you do that? It's like, there needs to be a warning before this happens.
Yes, okay. So when I was talking about like things that were like, I said that the game was like pretty fair. I was about to like mention one part that I I think was like its only cheap move. But in its defense, like if you know it's coming, it's very easy to dodge. Just don't stand there.
Which one were you talking about?
In World 3, there is a battle against a bee, like a huge queen bee, and on its second phase, it telegraphs whether it's coming from the left or the right, but doesn't telegraph whether it's coming from the center.
Right, you just never go to the center.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. But like I would always be standing at the center, waiting for the like where it's gonna telegraph its attack.
Oh, I see.
But then it would just come down and be like, what? You should tell me that. But it's like, okay, you know what? It's gonna tell me on the sides. So why don't I just stand at the side? So if it does come at the center, it doesn't hit me. And when it telegraphs the sides, I can just move. So yeah, realistically, not a problem if you're not stupid.
But from what I was guessing, I thought you were battling the dragon. Because a lot of what he was doing, I thought was unpredictable.
The dragon boss? I actually so I've been going back and trying to like get like scores of A minus or higher, like trying to get the gold flags on all the bosses, and I just finished the dragon. He was definitely the toughest one to get like an A score on, as of right now, because I haven't done World 3 yet. I haven't finished World 3.
Oh, then you're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes so long. It was your whole week.
I've gotten enough like A scores to get the filter. The like that one filter where you need
the new screen.
Yeah. The telemonitor, telecolor, whatever. But if I recall, the dragon, he wasn't like that unpredictable. It was like his first couple phases was like his side like beams and then fireballs that went in those fireballs had a pattern. Like it would go up,
but like the first
down.
Time you play through it,
of course,
a lot of his stuff didn't have any warnings.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That actually makes sense. Like his fireball would just come out, and if you were just standing there, it's especially like challenging because his stage was an auto scroller stage. So you had to be standing somewhere.
See, that part is like you're concentrating on jumping from platform to platform already, and then you don't notice like the subtle movements from the dragon that just like comes out and gets you.
But the dragon was definitely like one of the first bosses that made me realize I can't just stick with a single gun. Like every boss has their like weaknesses, and recommendation to those who are stuck on the dragon, use drop shot as one of your weapons. It's a good one.
Okay, you heard it first, guys. Yeah, okay. So, on to one of the things I thought that brought up a lot of controversy was Las Vegas.
What controversy? Who's opposed to it? Like, I agree with the shooter. Like, you know what controversy means?
Isolate that sound file of Daniel saying, I agree.
Yeah, I agree to the Las Vegas shooter. We got him. Alright. I think the controversy is about gun control.
Oh.
Right? Because the dude has like 24 rifles or something. How many rifles?
I don't know. So about that thing, like, I heard it when it like, was like kind of like happening. Like, when it was like breaking news of the actual incident, and I was like, oh damn, because honestly, like it's weird to say I like keeping up with this, but like I feel like
23 guns,
like acts of terror are always relevant news, because it kind of like shapes like
it's a big news, dude.
Yeah. Because
like,
I remember
if you're out there and some dude just killed 59 people, like that's a huge deal.
Seriously, an atrocity of nature.
Right, because like that week, Thursday actually, I went to a Gorillaz concert,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was even hesitant about going there, right? Because even though I've been looking forward to it all year, right now I'm having second thoughts because some guy out there like shot and killed and hurt a lot of people, and living in like a freaking developed nation, I was hoping I'd have some peace of mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah, I remember 2016 was like a really, really messed up because like every other day there was an act of terror somewhere globally in the world.
Yeah.
And I remember there was like 1 week at school where the entire week our flags were at half mast. Just because like it was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep them there for this thing. We're gonna keep them there for this thing, and then it was like we're gonna keep them there from this date to this date, and then something else before that date even finished. Some other atrocity happened, and then like dates started overlapping of how long they're gonna keep it at half mast, and it was just there forever, and it was like it was really like kind
depressing.
of sad to see that. It was very like eye opening, and so. Now I want to I try to keep up with like when news breaks like this. I don't usually dive too deep into it, but this one like I heard about it when it came out. I was like really shocked. But even now there's like more developments about it, right? Like
yes,
the whole thing about the girlfriend and the like accomplices and stuff like that.
Right.
Like I don't really know too much about that.
There's
I kind of
accomplice?
they suspect accomplices. Yeah.
You know, when I first heard the news, I just thought like some dude at a casino, he lost all his money, and then he just went and shot up a lot of
That's
people.
the thing I heard. Like this guy, it was really weird because there was no religious, political motivation, nothing. Like up till then, like he was a perfectly good citizen. He had no criminal record. Like not like what I heard, not even a traffic ticket.
Yeah.
And he was wealthy too. Like he had a lot of money.
Yeah.
People don't think he lost all of it. Like so like up till then, like what happened? Like like a brain tumor? Like unless he just snapped? Like
Dude, see, it's at moments of weakness that guns enable people to do such big damage, right? Because all of us have moments of weakness, right? You have a bad week. Maybe you even have like a bad year.
People.
Right? No, but then it's just like, what's stopping you? If you're so depressed that you don't even care about yourself, why would you care about other people?
So.
Right.
Now what?
Like, just before I was absolutely okay with having guns. It's like, yeah, it would be nice to have a gun in my house. If a robber came in, I could defend myself.
But, like, here's the thing. Like, what law could you pass that would have stopped him? He, like, besides banning guns entirety, like, he was, up till then, he was perfect. He had nothing going on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, he was literally just a dude. Yeah. So I guess I'm for gun control now.
Like, banning the Second Amendment? Like, go.
I guess I was traveling through Canada and parts of Europe and China, and well, of course, when I was going through France, I happened to be there when the Nice attack happened. I mean, like, that guy just took a truck, right?
Yeah,
and that still took out a lot of people.
No, wait. What other Paris? No, it was the Paris attack that had the rifles.
What? Yeah, you mean the shooting at a club? It was a gay club?
No, I'm talking about one in France. There's a shooting in France.
There's a lot of shootings in France.
Forget it. Moving on. Go on.
Yeah, I mean the Nice attack was very. It was even there was even more casualties than this one, and it was with a truck. You know, like I remember hearing about that news, the Nice attack, and thinking, dang, like a recent relevant like act of terror that like came to mind when I read about that was the Boston bomber, where that was like planned and stuff. They had like equipment, you know, explosives.
Las Vegas guy had explosives too.
Yeah, exactly. They had like equipment and stuff, you know, and it blew up. You know, bombs aren't cheap.
That depends. bombs can be very cheap.
Really? I don't know. Like, I haven't read the Anarchist Cookbook.
Me neither. But like, you can make shit. Like, you don't have to just buy a bomb.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there was like prep work. You had to like think about like stuff, you know, to like plan this out, and it killed like 12 people. While the Nice attack, anyone could have executed that. It was literally just a truck and flooring it through a crowd of people.
Yeah.
So, you know, actually the Nice attack I feel was like a very big event where, because the casualties were so high, that had become the more popular act of terror now. Because in 2017, like, there was a lot of like vehicular like acts of terror, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was one guy that it was that happened recently where there was a rally.
Yeah.
Between was it the Nazi party?
Some
it's like
group
white supremacists.
Yeah,
it was a pretty bad rally, I would say.
Yeah.
But then, like, you still shouldn't run people over, right? Where people just take a car and just run into a bunch of people, you know?
Because it's not weird for anyone to own a car. It's weird for people to own bombs.
Yeah.
But not weird for people to own vehicles. That's why it's like that one was particularly scary.
I mean,
but going back to the whole like Vegas shooting thing, what Daniel was saying is like, because he had a spotless record, like you like any type of like test, like psychological test, background checks, whatever, would have not caught him and would have not prevented it.
You could go through like mental health records, but
maybe.
like,
but
the
even
HIPAA,
then, it's
the
like
HIPAA Act, like where like only you have access to your medical records or some shit like that, like
something along
something
those lines.
like protecting your privacy or something, like unless you want to give that up.
Like if it was dependent on background check, basically, like he wouldn't have. There was nothing suggesting that he would have done something like this.
Yeah.
Aside from completely banning guns, he would have gotten a hold of them some way or another through some if there was restrictions on them. But there was always the argument of like, if there was a complete gun ban, people who are like who care enough to use a gun would get a hold of one.
Alright, here's the thing. If you want to ban the Second Amendment or ban guns entirely, you need Congress, both houses, you need the President and the Supreme Court. And after, like, if it goes through, like, a bill, the ban Second Amendment goes through all of them, alright, congratulations. The Second Amendment's banned. Guns are illegal. There's 300 million guns in America.
Exactly.
Are you going to go door to door to collect all of them?
Yeah, so
like,
this thing is...
You can make guns yourself. Like,
yeah, it's already too late for that.
It's too late. Like, if there was a button to delete all guns in the world, like, hitting it would probably be a good idea, but it's impossible. It's not feasible. Like,
right.
Shit ain't
It's just
happening.
ideals that you have, though. But you know how you can stop the cars attacks? Just make it all automatic.
What?
Everyone should go automatic cars, electric cars, man. They have sensors on them now, where if you're about to hit something, you literally can't. Like the new BMWs, they have a
like
crash prevention system.
Self-driving cars.
No, it's just called a crash prevention system.
No, I know, but you're talking about like if the world evolves into self-driving cars, you can avoid these.
That wasn't even self-driving. Like, you're in control, and you want to crash into another car, like, your car will automatically brake.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't.
How long will it take for, like, you know, the normal pleb cars? We can still crash into people to phase out, you know? Like, even if they come out with this new shit, like, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, but then you can identify those cars. It's a freaking pleb car. Right? You can see it's like, oh look, that car's from 2012.
Identification.
The dark ages.
Identification isn't the problem here. Like, getting run over in a crowd is the problem. Like,
are you saying like if you're in a crowd situation and you see a pleb car coming, it's like, oh shit, that car's from 2002. It probably has the intent to kill. Let's move out of the way.
That's not gonna help. Like, what the fuck?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, if for some reason you turn around in the crowd and you see a car coming, can you, like, make out the model and the year it was made? Like, oh, and that will determine whether I'll get out of the fucking way or not.
Either way, all this... The reason these topics like gun control are so controversial is because it's really hard to, like... there's no definitive answer of what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah.
You say, like, guns are bad. There's no reason to have them, but people already have them. You say that there is a reason to have them, but atrocities like this happen. There's no right answer. No one is perfectly satisfied.
It's just how can you do it without, like, how can you stop mass murders without infringing people's rights? That's it.
Yeah.
Which is the topic of the ages that there is no real answer to.
Just stop being dicks. Stop killing people. Why is that so hard?
Well, it's for like people that don't have. It's like, all right, I'm a crack hobo on the street,
But
and
this guy
I'm
wasn't a crack
depressed as
hobo. He was
fuck.
very wealthy. Like,
You just have a mental breakdown.
There's
right.
It's just like
You
there's
can't say
evil in
you
this
can't
world.
have. You can't not have mental breakdowns, right? I feel like everybody in their life have multiple mental breakdowns.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a mental breakdown this week.
Right. So, but it's like we're not gonna go kill people,
Yeah.
right? But then at that point,
I just listened to Logic's song.
You had a mental breakdown?
dude, I just listened to
Fuck,
like,
for what? What happened?
dude. Sometimes when things don't happen, I remember my most recent mental breakdown was when I was between jobs and just had like bumfuck nothing to do at home, right? And that's like depressing as hell. And that was when I would definitively say had a mental breakdown. Because if you just
Fuck.
wake up and it's like nothing, like why do I exist? You know, what is the meaning of this world? Right? Why do I even
You
keep
just, like,
going
have
up?
nothing to do, and you just like jerk off or something. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, no, I remember there was one time we all went to T Station together, this group of people, and I was like in the middle of like being depressed, and then you were saying something about like being like messed up some other way, and then Daniel looked at both of us and are like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why does your life suck? Get it together. And it was really funny. I thought that was funny.
It's just people have highs and lows, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you have the highest highs, you have the lowest lows. Oh, whoa, I didn't know on YouTube there's a button for show ads to
oh,
intentionally watch an ad.
fucking YouTube.
You know, sometimes I like watching ads
Why?
to find out what I'm missing. Like, what is society trying to push nowadays?
Boneless pizza.
Boneless pizza?
Boneless pizza?
Should we keep going or?
I think we could call it a day.
All right, we'll keep boneless pizza for the next one.
Yeah. Boneless pizza is our closer.
Okay.
Alright. You could
Tune in next time for the boneless pizza.
Boneless pizza podcast.
you could cut my 7-minute warning to 7 minutes before this time, so it would actually be a correct warning.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. Sure.
All right.
All right, this has been episode 0, the test episode of the Inpending Podcast.
Oh shit, that was our name. Inpending.
Oh. See, it sounds pretty good. It rolls off the tongue. It's quite well. Impending. Impending doom!
We should have like an intro, you know? Like, we just play.
Yeah. If you want to make an intro for us,
I don't.
Well, do it.
do it. Send it to David's virus account or hack account, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Hopefully we can continue this. This was pretty fun. What'd you guys think? You think we can pull this off?
yeah.
We need better topics.
I don't know. I thought those topics.
I thought
maybe
it
maybe the ranting could have been a little bit less.
was toppity.
You know.
I don't watch Rick and Morty, so couldn't really
Sorry you don't live a life, Daniel.
Wait, you have mental breakdowns every other week.
Hey,
You say what the
mental
fuck?
breakdowns are part of society these days.
fuck?
It's like mandatory to have a mental breakdown every week.
What the fuck is going on with society?
Dude, society is backwards. It's all this product placement. Actually, no. It's not product placement. Okay. Well, thank you guys for participating. Maybe see you guys next time.
Just fucking pause it. Stop enough.